In this video, we will discuss one more important operation on the array data structure, that is searching. Searching is very important when we are handling large amount of data. So, we will discuss the simplest method of searching, that is linear or sequential search. When there are lot of data in an array, then if we require a particular element in the array, then we may need to search in that. How we can teach this method to the computer is the question here. Say for here, searching means there will be list of elements and there is a key given. Okay, we are going to search that key in the array. How this sequential search works is, we are going to match the key with the first element. If it is going to match, then it is successful. Otherwise, we will match the key with the next element, then the next element, then the next element. In this way, we are going to match the key with the sequential elements. So, the searching method is called sequential search or linear search. Say for example, say there is an array A where there are say 5 items, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Say this is a array A. A of 0 contains 10, A of 1 contains 20, similarly A of 2, A of 3 contains 40 and A of 4 contains 50. Assume that the key is 30. So, how we are going to do this is, we are going to match the key with the first element. Is there any match? If key is equal to A of 0, is it true? No, there is no match. This is 10 and this is 30. No. So, we have to go for matching that element with the next element. Whether 30 is equal to 20? No. Whether 30 is equal to 30? Yes. So, 30 is present in the given array. So, we say that this is successful search. In that case, we are going to return the position of the element. We are going to return the position of the element where the key is found. So, we call this as successful search. Assume that the key is 60. Again, we will start with the same process, that is 60 is matched with the first element 10. There is no match, then second element, then the third element, then the fourth element, then the fifth element. So, there is no match and the key is not found. So, we are going to return -1. If the value is -1, then it is unsuccessful search. We can write the code in simple way. Just we need to keep this in the loop. We have to keep this statement in the loop from I is equal to 0 to the maximum number of elements. Say there are n number of elements. So, we can write the code. We are going to return either position or -1. So, the returned value of this function will be integer int linear search. What are the parameters we need to pass to this? They are the key and an array, then the number of elements in the array, right? So, to traverse through the list of elements, we need an index variable. So, let us declare an index variable I. Now, for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, we need to keep this statement here, that is if key is equal to A of I, then we are going to return I, that is the position. So, as array indices are starting from 0, so let us return I plus 1, otherwise we are going to return -1. That's it. This is a simple method of searching, but it is not so efficient. We'll come to that later. We'll complete this program. Say we can call this function from the main function, void main. What are the different variables we require here? Int say a of say 100, an array. A key we require which we are going to search, then index variable I and the number of elements in the array say n. All these are the variables we require. We can ask the user to enter the number of elements in the array. Percentage d and n, ampersand n. So after reading this, we need to read the array elements from the keyboard, or we can ask the user. So printf enter percentage d elements for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and a of I. Once we have read this, then we need to ask the user which key he want to search in the array. So enter key to be searched. Read that key in the variable key. After that, we can pass this key as well as an array to this function. So call this function. So it is going to return the position, right? So we need one more variable, that is, say it is position. For this variable, call this function pos equal to linear search. We need to pass key, an array, and the number of elements. So if the value of this position is equal to -1, then it means that it is unsuccessful search. We need to print that search is unsuccessful. Otherwise, we need to print the position at which we have got the element, that is successful search. Successful search at that position. The position is variable. That's it. This is how we can search an element in the given array using simple method, that is linear search. Linear search is of theoretical importance. We may not use once we learn advanced algorithms, but it is of theoretical importance from where we can start how we can search the element in the array. It is not so useful because the complexity of this algorithm is big O of n, because in the worst case it is big O of n, because say if there are n number of elements, we have to match all the elements with a key if it is unsuccessful search, or if the key is at the last position, we have to match n number of times. The basic operation of this algorithm is whether key is equal to a of I. Okay, that is the basic operation. So we need to match it for, or we have to execute that for n number of times. So the complexity of the algorithm is high. We have better algorithms than this for searching, like binary search and many other searches, right? So in the next video we are going to learn one more searching, that is binary search. Thank you.